God is such a miracle worker. I just need to share this experience. I brought my husband to the VA today, and I'm sitting there waiting for him. He was taken back, and I'm sitting there in the waiting room, and there were two gentlemen in there, and one, he was very conversant with people. He was like talking to people and asking people questions and stuff, and he ended up coming and sitting a few seats by me, and he started asking me questions like what service was my husband in, and just trying to ask questions. And so then I started to ask him questions, and come to find out, I mean, he's got so much going on within his life, and we started to just have a conversation together, and it came out like God is so good. God is so good. God uses our experiences and our pain and the things that we go through to help other people. He was there with another guy that had brought him there and who has been like a friend to him. And this is just so crazy. Like it came up about just PTSD and about outbursts, the way that PTSD can affect a person. And I've experienced this in my own life with my husband, experiencing these things. And as I'm sharing my experience and what I've been through, he was able to recognize himself and his wife in this situation that he is currently going through, and like why things are happening and what is affecting him and the help that he needs. Like, we just talked for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, but he was able to recognize something within himself as we were speaking. And he was able to go up to the desk and ask them for help and ask, like, this is what I'm going through right now. It's so amazing that God just places us in these locations at these times, and he's able to use us to speak to other people. And he was talking about how a nephew of his just died this past week in a very traumatic, tragic way. And and he was talking about just his faith in God and in Jesus, and we were able to just talk about Jesus Christ, that Jesus Christ is the peacemaker, and that he's able to heal us. And just it was just truly an amazing experience that I just was able to have. I'm so grateful that God moves us, that he gives us the words to say that can help another person, even if it's uncomfortable for us, even if it's hard to say the things that we're saying, or whatever the case may be. Like my pain and my suffering and the pain and suffering that my husband has experienced and is going through and that he's healing from, like, we're able to help people. We're able to help other people whenever we are able to share and to voice the hard things that happen to us in our lives. But if we're ignoring it, if we're suppressing it, if we're in denial about it, if we are trying to cover it with drugs and with alcohol and just all these different ways, all the different addictions that just keep us from healing, I mean, we're just going to stay stuck. And God wants us to heal. God wants us to have relationships with one another that are loving and kind and compassionate and understanding. And You know, he wants these things for us, and we need to have boundaries in our lives. We need to protect our own health and our own well-being, and we need to also allow the space for other people to heal in their own time and in their own way, and just support one another in that healing. And then we can help people in this world. We can help others who are in pain and suffering and going through things that, you know, that like he's in it at the moment, and I'm a few years outside of it, and so I can talk about it. And it's just incredible. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. We have so many people in this world, so many of our vets. I mean, I'm sitting in a VA where it's our vets who are struggling, who are in pain, who are dealing with and living with PTSD that is affecting them and their families, their husbands, their wives, their children. And we need to make these things known, and we need to talk about these things and help one another understand that, you know, that there's a reason that people explode. There's a reason that people yell and scream, and all this stuff comes up and out of them. I mean, there are reasons for that, and there is healing available for all of us. I'm just so grateful for that, and I just wanted to share that experience.